Okay, it is time to work on our extended pinch project. So we're gonna pinch the components that make up our piece. I've decided to go ahead and pinch my cake of yarn. It's a little bit more smooth, but of course, since we're doing pinch, we're gonna be embracing that organic quality. We're definitely not looking for perfection, we're just learning to build our skill here. First thing we're gonna do is get our clay out. Okay, so we're going to start with a ball of clay. This one is pretty big this time. Because we might be working with larger pieces of clay, we might need to step aside from our pinch pot, let them stiffen up a little bit, and then come back to them. So I'm going to start with my normal thumb halfway in. I'm going to pinch. I'm going to start this pot, get both thumbs in. Now I know because my cake has a flat-ish bottom that I'm going to move to the table, but I want to make sure that my floor is thinned out before I do that. I don't want a big hunk of clay down there. So I'm just working on that floor in that corner, that spot right here between like the floor and the wall. We can sometimes leave a lot of clay there, so definitely double check that spot. And as that's clear, which I'm now pushing down a little so I can do that. As that's clear, I'm going to move to the table. And now I'm doing a little bit of that up pinch to bring my walls up. Okay, I'm just going to support it. And I'm going to continue going around, straightening my walls, but I'm going to do that up pinch to keep it from becoming a pancake, as we've all gotten a little familiar with at this point. Okay, so I'm going to let this stiffen up, and then I'm going to come back and I'm going to make this just a little bit taller, and then I'm going to pinch a top for it. Okay, this has dried up a little bit, and so I'm going to use my tabletop to straighten up the edge. Okay, and I'm going to continue to pinch up. And I'm supporting all along the way. And I want a top for this, so I want to go ahead and pinch that out now so that it can dry at the same time. So now we're going to use that pancake superpower of pinch pots, and instead of pinching into a bowl, we're going to pinch into a circle. Again, just like with a pinch pot, we're keeping the center, we're keeping the floor and the wall, but that's just the whole slab. We're keeping it thin and even. We'll thin out the edge when we know that it's the right size. So we're pretty close, so I'm going to go ahead and thin this out the rest of the way. And that looks good. We're going to let that stiffen up next to this so that we can put them together. And we are back. So this is a place where you might want to use a wooden spatula as a paddle. This wooden rib will also work well. Because I'm using pinch technique, they will be somewhat organic, at least at this stage, but I'm going to go ahead and connect my top and the rest of my thing. We're going to do scratching and scoring, of course. gonna scratch and score around the edge here. Make sure you've got that really nice Velcro, really cross-hatched. Okay, I'm going to connect. All right. Now keep in mind that you will need to poke a hole in this at some point. Go ahead and add a soft coil in here. Just like we did with our rattle. Okay, and then with a moistened finger, I'm just going to rub it in until it disappears, and then I am going to put this completely wrapped in plastic for 24 hours, and then I can start refining it, decorating it, really turning it into that cake of yarn. I'm adding this to my board with my slab project, and I'm going to wrap them up really tightly overnight.